Hey my friends, it's David Tran and today is day number 16 of my 30 Days of Swift Challenge. If you're new to the community, 30 Days of Swift Challenge is a challenge where every single day in 30 days I challenge myself to create a new app, a new iOS app or a feature of an app. And then I document that journey throughout by creating step-by-step video tutorial, sharing it with you on this channel. So today I'm building an Instagram newsfeed using Tableview and static data. So here's how it looks like. I tried to build the newsfeed. It looks very much like the Instagram. Of course, it just looks simple and kind of like just the front end of Instagram. And we have a feed of posts, and then each post has the profile image, the username, the handle of the Instagram account, the beautiful image, the caption, the number of likes and share, and then we have a bunch of buttons like the like and share and comment button. So if you would love to follow along with me on this demo, click the link below in the description. I prepare for you the resources, the images, on the data model classes, on the classes and the source code and starter file and the complete project that you can compare the code in this demo. So click the link in the description. Then you will go to my blog. Just enter your name and email so that I can send you all the resources for this demo. And also, if you like, I will also send you all the resources and all the videos in this 30 Days of Swift Challenge with you. So let's go into the demo. Alright, so how to build Instagram is one of the course that I teach at Wally Pro. So in this demo, let's try and recreate the UI for this guy. Now this is the front end, so you will learn about building the UI, learning about like the user interaction using advanced Tableview, things like that. The design is storyboard. If you would love to join us and build the full app, meaning with the user account, user authentication, how to upload and share photos and comment and like on the post, an app that works like kind of like the MVP, the initial version of Instagram, then check out Wally Pro. There will be a link somewhere on this page for you to join us. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to download the starter project. Please download it now, and then goes into the main.storyboard. We have the navigation, the tab bar controller for each of the tab here, and then each of this will be the navigation controller, right? I'm going to drag out because we know that we are going to use this, so I'm going to put this somewhere over here. Oh, let's put that over here like that. Okay, now this I'm going to use a table view controller, so let's drag out a table view controller, put that right here. We'll make some space for this. Okay, like that, and then we'll need to make this table view controller be the view controller. You see the relationship segue. Let's make that the root view controller of this navigation controller. Okay, then you can name that guy as like Instagram something. Okay, then now here in this cell right here, we are going to have two cells. Cell number one is we'll use this cell to dequeue the cell as this header cell. You see this? This sticks on top of the app. It works. It looks like the a cell, right? It is the header cell in Tableview. So to do that, we'll design this. First thing we'll need is an UI image. Put this thing over here. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to change the size inspector of this image view. Now, this image view, we want it to be the width and height is just 36 points. So X position is 12, Y is 10. Y, let me do it 12. Width is 36, height is 36 as well. Okay, and then the height of this cell, we can change that into 57. The row height is 57. Okay, then I will select this tail view because notice that we don't have a separator between each of the cell. So I'm going to use the separator into none like this. Alright, so we have this guy. Next up, let's change this here into Duke like this. This is actually my real name. Then now, next up, let's use a button to change the username of this guy. So button, drag this button to the screen like this. Okay, you can use a label or a button. A button will allow us to click onto that guy. So next up, let's change the text color into dark text color. Then we'll change this into David Tran, something like that. Then we'll change the font into bold. All right, we'll put that right here like this. I will drag this somewhere over here. All right, next up is I want to have a follow button. So let's drag this over here, change the text into follow. Press enter. Now this follow button, you can just put that right there, and then I'm going to make the width is 64 points. Now later on in our code, we are going to add that border, and then this a little corner radius for this guy. So don't worry about that. And the same goes for this, right? Oh, by the way, I'm going to make this left align. Okay. Okay. Now here, let's change this guy, the auto layout for this, into top. All right. So this should be like 10. What is that? Okay, so I'm going to move up, then I will decrease the height of the cell 1 point. All right, but you know what? Let me increase the size of the cell. Right? All right, 1 point is fine. Okay, and then we'll do it 10 top and 10 left, and then we'll do 10 top, 10 bottom, and then 12 to the left. And then we'll need to do width and height as well. Add the for constraint. Okay, next let's do this button. So we do uncheck the constraint to margin, and then we'll do 8 to the left, and we'll add one constraint. Then we'll also need to add the constraint for the top. So let's add the constraint to the top. Is 13 point. Add one constraint just like this, and then this follow button, let's do that. Uncheck the constraint to margin. Let's do 12 to the top, 12 to the bottom, 16 to the right, and then the width is 64 points. Okay, so that is the header cell. Next up, we want to have this post. So this post over here, I'm going to change the height of the prototype cell for our post is 578 points. The row height is 578 points, and you will see that it is way beyond the simulated size of this view controller. So what you can do is select this guy, and then over the size inspector, the view controller, you can change the simulated size into freedom, and then you can put the height into something like 800. Okay, then it will be way longer for us to design. So now over here, let's add another image. We need an image, right? Come on, this is too big. Here we go. So let's add an image, UI image. Drag this to the screen right up here. Then we'll need below here, you'll see that there are like 3 buttons, right? So we have 3 buttons for that. So let's drag one button. Drag this below here. Now I'm going to do the image first, so let's drag this image somewhere like this, okay, and then way over there, and then we're going to do auto layout for this guy. 0 to the top, 0 to the left, 0 to the right, like that, and then we'll add the 3 constraint. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to change the width to be equals to the height, like that. And then I'm going to hit the control key, and then drag to this guy, and then check the aspect ratio so that I make sure that it is always 1:1. Okay, and then for this button, we'll put that right below here, and then I will do the position. The distance between the button to the left and right is 12 points. So 12 and 12 to the top, like this. And then we'll change, instead of the text button, we'll do the text is empty, and then well, I use the icon is like, okay, like this. Let's up a little bit, and then to the left as well. Now, by the way that I have this ruler is you can hold the Option key, click on element, hold the Option key, and then you drag around, right? You hover around, you have this really convenient one. And then let's duplicate this guy, put that right here, and then change the icon into icon comments. Okay, and then duplicate this guy as well, change the icon into icon share. Okay, so we have these three guys. Then I'm going to select all these three, pin menu, and then let's use the width and height. Now we'll need to add the constraint for the width and height first. So let's choose all these three. The width is 24, height is 24 for all these three. Add the 6 constraint like that. Okay, and then I'm going to select all these, and then I will add into this embed in, and then let's use the stack view. Okay, we'll use stack view like this, and then we'll make this stack view 12 to the left and 12 to the top. So pin menu, 12 to the top and 12 to the left, and we'll add the constraint like this, right? Okay, so these guys, we're going to make that the axis is horizontal, and then the spacing we'll do 16. Okay, you can change the spacing between each of these guys. All right, so next up we need a line between these guys. So let's use a UI view, drag a UI view below here. Now to do this conveniently, what you can do is, firstly I'm going to change the color into like light gray color. Okay, or let me check the real color in our design. Okay, so the real color of our custom design is this color, D6, D8, and this D3, D6, D8, right? I'm going to use custom, goes into here, RGB slider, and then D6, D3, D6, D8. All right, and then let's use auto layout. I'm going to make 12 to the top, 12 to the trailing space, and then 12 leading space, and then with the height just 1 point, and then add the 4 constraint. All right, so that is that. Next, below here, let's add another button so that we can have like be the first one to share this comment. Later on, it will be something like 12 comment or 18 likes, right? So let's have a button right below here. And for the size of this button, I will use just 12 points. The text, let's use black color like that. And then the style is bold like this. Okay, maybe let's use 13. All right, and then comment equal, then we'll duplicate, we'll do something like a heart icon. Okay, I'm going to find the heart icon like that. Oh, we want the black heart icon. Is that the one? No. Duplicate. Oh, by the way that you can have the emoji like this is you hold the control command equal. I'm sorry, control command space, right? I'm going to find a heart. So we have this heart, and where is the heart that doesn't have a color? Come on. Okay, so I'm going to copy this from our design. Here we go, another button. This button is somewhere. So we will change this button. I will change the heart, and then you have like 18 likes. Okay, and then we'll change this into 13. System is bold. Done. Text color is black color like that. Let's change auto layout. 12 to the top, 12 to the left, and then add the 2 constraint just like that. Right, looking good. All right, So now, next up is I want to add these words, okay? So let's add a label over here. Now these, I just want to have like 2 lines. So the way we're going to do that is if you go into the post.swift in your starter project, I have a bunch of text here. You can change, like you can copy this guy, okay? Goes into main.storyboard. Like this, and then copy and paste it over there. Now the trick here is you don't have to go way there and then you drag it back. You use the number of lines into like tube, and then we'll use auto layout for this guy. So 8 to the top, 12 to the left, and 12 to the right, and then add the 3 constraint, and we'll automatically resize it. Okay, and then actually I will just use like 4 points to the top. Okay. Now let's change this guy to system 15. Cool? Alright. Next up, we'll need another label for our, you see below here, you'll see that there's 1 hour thingy. Okay, I will actually delete this, be the first one to share comments. Okay. So let's change our, oh, you know what? Let's do that. Okay, be the oh, that should be a button actually. So let's delete this guy. I will duplicate this guy below here. Okay, and then we'll change this into be the first one to share a comment. That will be system bold, yeah. And then the text color, let's use dark gray color. And then let's auto layout this. Okay. 8 to the top, 12 left, and 12 to the right. Add the constraint. Boom, here we go. Then we'll do the left align. Alright, cool. Below that, let's have another label. And for this label, we'll change that into like 3 hour or something, right? How many hours was it shared? And then we'll change the font size into 12 points. The color into dark gray color, just like that, and then auto layout really quick. 4 points to the top, 12 and 12, and then add the constraint. All right, and actually we don't need the 12 here. Okay. All right. Now another thing is we need the vertical constraint from this guy to below here. So I'm going to do 20 and add the constraint. Okay. Now, at that point, it was have some vertical constraint ambiguity. Is that all of these things vertically, then when the height of this cell is too small, it needs something that can be shrink first. So I'm going to actually select this 3 hour, and then goes into the size inspector. And then the content hugging priority vertically, I'm going to decrease that. So I'm going to select this thing and then goes into the content compression resistance priority. And then the vertical, I'm going to increase this by 1, just 1 point. And then for this guy, the text here as well, vertical. Okay, and then we'll go over here. We'll click here and then we change priority. Okay, now don't worry about any of these because it's just in auto layout, and we want to make sure that storyboard is fine with this. But in our code, we'll make the height of this guy. Oh yeah, you know what we can do? I will show you to do that. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we'll create 2 view class for ourselves, 2 custom cell class. The first thing is we want to create this custom cell for the header. So let's right click into the view, new file. It is a Swift file, and let's call this guy post header view. Okay. So for this guy, let's import UIKit. And that is a post header cell is UI table view cell. Okay, I should have named this guy to be post header cell, right? So let's change that into post header cell. Let's change over here as well. All right, let's build and make sure everything is good. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is an IB outlet with var for the profile image view, right? This profile image view. So profile image view is UI image view. Next, we'll need a follow button. So follow button is a UI button, and we want to have the username button is a UI button as well. Cool. So now we want to display a post, the detail of the user of a post, right? So we have a post like this. Now, if you don't download the start project, you will not have this. So in the start project, I have a shortcode user and then another shortcode post. Like this, each of the posts has a bunch of properties, and then it has a static method that returns for us an array of posts that will be kind of like our data model to use in this demo. So it goes into the post header view. We have the post here. When we get this guy get the set, I'm going to call updates UI. Now this is a method that we are going to write like this. Cool. So in update UI, all we want to do is profile image view dot image is the post dot created by dot profile image. Then because this is a circle, so let's use profile image view dot layer dot corner radius is profile image view dot bounds dot width over 2.0. Then we do profile image view dot layer dot mask to bounds is true, right? The next is the username button. We'll set the title of this guy to be the post.createdby.username. Okay, we ungrab that, and then for the state is normal. Then now let's do the follow button dot layer dot border. I'm going to use the border width is 1 point. We want to have this border, right? This border line. So let's follow button dot layer dot corner radius is 2 points, and we'll do follow button dot layer dot border color is the tint color of the button. Okay, then we'll do the follow button, the mask to bound of the layer of the follow button to be true. Cool. So that is our post header cell. All we have to do now is go into main.storyboard, set these outlets in case that we forgot. So click here, goes to in the custom class is post header cell. I will also change the identifier to be post header cell as well. Goes into the connection identity inspector, and then we'll have the follow button. Here we go, this guy, the profile image view for this guy, and the username button, this guy. Right, so now this image view, let's change this into something like some image number 1, and then we'll use clip to bounds, really important. Cool. So let's go into this. We'll create a new file for the post cell. New file, post cell. Okay, create that. Here we go. Now this post cell is also the same as a UI table view cell, UI table view cell. Then here we'll need a bunch of IB outlet and IB action, right? Outlet with var, like that. Now this IB outlet, we'll do it from the left over here. So the first thing, I'm going to change the post image view, UI image view. We'll do the number of likes button. Let's change number of likes is over here, right? Number of likes button is a UI button. We'll have the time ago label is this time ago label right here, UI label. Right. Next is the caption text label. So post caption label is UI label. Boom, here we go. Next up, with these information, we also need a post, right? Then here I'm going to use the same kind of like way that I have been doing for some times. So update UI, and then we'll do func update UI like this, really cool. And then we'll do post image view dot image is the post dot image. Post caption label dot text is the post dot caption, and number of likes button will set the title to be, well, like, okay, I'm going to do some 15 likes or something like that. Okay, so just as our kind of like dummy data for this guy. So this is 18 likes for the state is normal. Okay, then we'll do time ago label that text is the post dot time ago. Cool. All right, so let's build and try and see how it looks like. Okay, build succeeded. Now all we have left is a controller, right? We have the table view, we have the main storyboard and the cell class. By the way, let's go into the cell, change the custom class into post cell, change the identifier into post cell, then connect the outlet, number of likes, post caption label, post image view, time ago label, right? Just these three at this stage. Then now let's right click, have a new file in the controller, Swift file, and then we'll call it Newsfeed view controller, right? And then this controller will import UI kit. Let's have a class called Newsfeed view controller is UI table view controller like this, right? So in this guy, what we want to do is we want to have a bunch of posts. So var post is an array of posts like this, all right? And then I'm going to have a struct called storyboard that will contain some of the like identifier, string identifier, okay? So that we have it just like some constant. So post cell is post cell, this will be the identifier. Then post header cell is post header cell, and then we'll do the static let for the post header height, okay? That is a CG float. I'm going to do that as 56, and let's do the post cell default height. Okay, we don't need that actually. Okay, so next up, let's do view.load, super.view.load like this. Now in this view.load here, we'll call self.fetch post. Okay, then this func fetch post, what you do is we just say, hey, post equals to the post.fetch posts in our post class, the post model class over here in your starter project. Okay, then we do table view dot reload data. Pretty cool, huh? All right, now below here I'm going to implement UI table view data source and UI table view delegate. So let's do that. Let's have an extension for the newsfeed view controller. Number one is number of sections in the table view. Now, why do we need to have the number of sections? Because here's the thing, if you want to have this header, this could be the section header, right? So each of the posts will treat it just like a section. So we'll check if the post is post, we'll return the post that counts. Otherwise, I'm going to return 0. Cool. Then we do the number of rows in the section. Then if the post is not nil, then we'll return 1. Otherwise, we'll return 0. Okay. Then we'll need to implement cell for row and index path. So cell for row and index path. So here, let's cell is tableview.the reusable cell with identifier. The identifier is storyboard.post cell. Then for the index path, now you see that the reason why I have this struct storyboard, it will automatically use the Xcode auto completion, right? So it's really cool. We don't have to hard code that everywhere. So now we'll cast that as a post cell. Then we'll do cell.post is posts at the index path dot row cell.selection. Yeah, I'm going to do cell.selection style is in none, and we'll return the cell. Cool. So now as soon as it set the post, it will set all the IBX outlets, right? Next is we'll need to set the view for the header in the section. View for header in section. Right here we return a UI view, and guess what? The reason why we do the header cell is we can dequeue that. So cell is tableview.dequeue reusable cell with identifier. We don't need the index path, but we just need the identifier, right? So we'll say that storyboard post header cell. We'll cast that as the post header cell, right? And then we do cell.post is the post at the section. Cool. All right. Oh, by the way, I made a mistake. Is that this is not dot row but dot section. Okay, because each of the posts will treat it like a section in the table view. Cool. So now below this, we'll make the cell dot background color to be white. Background color cell dot is dot white, and we'll return the cell. Cool. Okay. Then lastly, we'll say that height for the header in the section will return the storyboard dot post header height. Okay. So we'll need that height for the header in the section. Now, moment of truth, run the project and see how it looks like. Here we go. Oh, by the way, we didn't connect the main storyboard with this newsfeed. So let's change this into newsfeed view controller. Run that once again. Here we go. So yeah, we have it. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, looks nice. All right. Now the nice thing is you need all these things. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, and you have the header. You know what? This text over here is kind of like small, so I'm going to let me increase this. Yeah, it looks pretty small, so I'm going to increase this into 17. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's better. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. We built Instagram newsfeed. If you like this episode, can you do me two favors? Number one, subscribe to the channel so that you can join the community. And remember to turn on the bell notification so that every time that I release a new tutorial, you'll be the first to know. And number two is join us in this 30 days of Swift challenge. So click the link below in the description, enter your name and email to create a profile, and then I will share with you that series in all one place for you to just watch all the videos, all the tutorials, all the downloads and resources, the complete and then the starter project for you in this 30 days challenge. Just go and click the link in the description, and then I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.